Alright. I'm gonna work on making this matte painting. So I'm gonna work on making this matte painting. Did you put it on the server for me? I guess I'll find out. Okay, here we go. Let's get into some VFX work. My server. So 3 images. Alright. So, what do we have here? We're using Fusion 9. It's free, you can download it and use it too. Let's see. Set up my display to how I like it. Okay, we got 2 images. Another one cleaned up. Great. I'm going to. I make myself template comp, so I don't have to start over from scratch every time. So if I go in here to templates, work on my passion project right now, matte painting template. Let's open that. Yes. This is before I change my viewer layout. Alright, so here we go. So this comp is built to project the input I'm giving it onto geometry. Perfect, that's what I want to do. So let's grab this, bring it into my template setup here. Good. And then this, save as. I'm working on episode 3 right now. Episode 3, Fusion, episode 7. Alright, so let's call this Rec. Rex 3 shot scene 7 shot 1 version. Okay, so it's good to use property make a mention on the front end. This keeps you organized, especially if you're doing a big old project like I am right now, where I have many episodes, many assets. So it's good to keep it all named. Alright, let's get going. So let's start with. So I've already started by painting out these chairs. Just you can use Photoshop, you can do it in Fusion too, but either way it's done. It's not amazing, but it's good enough for what I'm going for. So here we go. Let's feed the camera input, my new image. I'm going to start by lining up my room. Okay, it's a pretty big room. Let's start with the ground. So, ground plane, selecting it, and bring it up in here, bring it up in here. And I want to scale it. That's a big deal. There we go. So now I'm looking for lower it a little bit. So this edge meets right there. Since that's the edge of my picture, that'll be the edge of my floor. Good enough for that for now. Let's move to the back wall. Back wall selected, and scale it up as well. Let's move it back. And now I'm going to rotate my perspective view so I can look straight down into the ground plane and then move this up to where it should meet. I'm looking right here, so I'm at the ground with the back wall, so now when I turn, the facade is coming to life. Beautiful. This is a little stretch still, but again, I'm going for quick and dirty right now, so this is fine. This image only has a back wall and a front, so I'm going to lose these side panels, but turn them into cubes. Let's scale the cube and then move into the translation tab. The scaling I'm going to unlock from X, Y, and Z. Let's set this back 1 on 1. And let's make these like the dressers and the shelves. So I have a weird translation going on here. This is transform rotation. Change that to nothing by just pushing that little dot. Okay. This one's going to be this little dresser, so I'm moving it here. And scale it. Let's scale it. Let's come out an X. The whole time I'm going to keep moving 3D space to make sure I can see I'm getting what I want. 10's not going to cut it. Let's go to 15. And Z, move some depth. Okay. 15 depth. Yeah. Let's go like 35 in scale. You can always just hide it into the ground like that. Okay. So now, let's see, I'm getting something not super desirable yet. Our exits are scaled down. And now we can rotate it a little bit. Undo that. And Y. So get it lining up. This corner line lining up, that is. Let's do that again. Cool. Lines up. Not too bad. Push this a little bit into the wall. It's flush. And I want to just make sure my scale is perfect. So I'm going to hold shift. Bring this out until I start not liking it anymore. Like that. And then the top, I want it to get image. So I'm just going to rotate it in the x-axis very slightly, just so it catches. There we go. So we got one. Happy with this dresser. I'm going to copy it and paste it. Drop it into my comp. And we'll move it to the second dresser position. It's nice to have a little parallel seam like this. Get a lot of work done fast. This guy, I'm just going to delete it. We don't have a sidewall, and I'm already making cubes, so we can just copy these cubes in a minute. Okay, here we are again. This guy I'm lining up again with the little corner, and now in the transform tab, I'm going to rotate it in Y in the other direction. A little bit to line it up again. Very good. Nice. Check if this is still working. Seems to be, I guess I'll check later. Streaming's just for shits anyway. Alright. Let's line this up. And needs a little more thickness, so X holding shift. Bringing up my new box. It's kind of hard to see because the marquee is catching this imagery. And I think I need to rotate it further in Y. A little bit like that. Yeah. And now my side is getting wall, so there we go. Pretty nice. Okay, let's make copy, paste this guy. We'll make him into the pillar here too on the wall. I'll go back a little bit further. There's some dimensionality for my camera move later. So again, we'll rotate it, line it up. Take a look. It's way too thick now. And now we scale it in the Y by like 100 more. Move it up. It's really nice. Let's duplicate that. Just duplicated it. I'm going to move it left. And we got the second pillar. Yep, I hit spacebar so the timeline started moving. It's not a big deal, but I'm just going to undo it. Alright, that's good, but I'm getting some of that, so his thickness is to lose. There's a bit of thickness. There's that. Alright, I'm getting a little bit of this, but again, this is a quick and dirty matte painting projection thing, so it's okay. Looking good. Let's copy this, paste it again. That's the right side of the room. That's the floor. This is also the left side of the room. I'm going to keep it on the left side of my merge. Just for clarity, this is trash from the old comp. Okay, good enough. So here we are. I just duplicated this one, I think. Yes. So this is going to become the shelf. Let's scale this down and thicken it. I think this guy needs to be like 35. Ooh, more than that. There we go. Let's do 50. So I'm going to use just this cube for the actual shelf. So let's bring the shelf forward like that. And at the top, I need something else. So I'm going to copy that whole shelf again just because it's correctly positioned, but then I'm going to turn it into like a cylinder, for example. Let's drop that in so we can see it. There's the cylinder. Zoom. There it is. Alright, first of all, cylinder, scale, let's put it down to small. There it is. Okay. Cylinder, I don't want to use it. I want it to become that top part. So, let's rotate it. Yeah, like that. A little less than 90 so it'll catch the top. And then I want bottom caps. So we're catching some geometry there too. Or rather some light. Let's bring it down. That. And I want it to be scaled in Y, X. There we go. Okay, so that needs to go back to be flush with the rest of this. That. a bit, and the X can come back
Is the stream coming?
I don't know.
That's my thing.
It's good.
I create.
I'm using it to build.
Are you just using it as a mic, or people watching you? Like you can see your face?
It's like this. And you can see me, and I'm talking about what I'm doing.
Okay. Oh, I could edit here.
You don't have to.
I'm out.
Let's see. Okay. Drop this a little bit so that the entire top can be gotten by this guy. So let's go. 10 is too wide. Let's bring it back a little. There we are. A little more. A little wide. Okay. I like to catch some on the top too, so I need to rotate it like that. Yeah, that's good. Now I'm going to scale it in the Z a little bit. Not the Z, and X is that way, and the Y. Because I want it to connect with the wall. And then the top of the shelf. There we go. So now when I click out of all this, we're left with a shelf. Has some dimensionality. And in this instance, this looks great. I mean, it's fine. Fine enough for what I'm doing. We got both of these now. Let me check this out. Let's do a merge 3D. I want both of my guys merge 3D, and then I want to transform 3D. This transform 3D is going to be the shelf on the right side of my build. So the transform is here. I'm just going to move it over. There we go. Drop it. I could move the pivot, but since I'm not handing this scripts off to anyone, fuck it. I know where it is. Just move it. I can use these sliders to finish it off. It's a little too wide, so unlock this. Scale it a little down in the X. And now see the problem is because the pivot is off center, I'm losing my position. I'm just going to scale it a little bit. Let's move a little like this, and then rotate it on the X and the Y very slightly. I wonder if I can just add the pillars to this as well. I'll try in a second here. Okay, let's take a look. That's one pillar. Okay, this is the other. That's the other. So all of this shit is merging into one merge and then adding to transform and being just translated to the shadow run. Seems to be working okay actually. The only one I'm not really liking is this one. Why is that? Right. Well, in order to fix that, I need to add a second transform, but not to it going into the right side because I like where it is on the left side, but just for the one that's going to the right side. This one I can translate a little bit, and I'm happier. Okay. Cool. baby. Got a little room. Looking fine. A couple issues, but I think that I like that for this project. The little issues. The little shelf turned out really nice. Definitely moves. Parallaxes in an interesting way. Okay. So next we need the furniture in the room, which is going to be from this image. So we're going to do that. I'm going to do a separate build using the same projection camera setup, and then merging the two builds into one 3D scene, and then using a single camera to render from there. I'll show you that in a second. Okay, let's get ready. Let me try to set the furniture first. So, favor the screen comment. Let's start with the bed. So I'm just going to go with merge and the background. Have a background that just has no alpha, no color, something like that. Have my image, take a look. I'm at 1920 by 1080, and the background is set to the same. So project settings are so good on me. The background is going to be the background. The image is going to be the foreground. So you don't even have to plug them into that. You can just plug in first on the center. It becomes the background. Anything you plug in second becomes the foreground. Wonderful. Now, PLY for a polygon. And I'm going to use the polygon to isolate the bed. I don't have to be that exact. This is a pretty rough and tumble example in general. But you can do some pretty amazing stuff with these techniques as far as creating a look for work. I've done this on big TV shows and movies, like The Revenant and stuff, to create bullshit backgrounds. Or usually to clean up backgrounds. Like for The Revenant, it was all like shot inside of this ski resort, so they have to be isolated in the mountains. With that ski resort, like the lifts and stuff, I covered all that stuff using similar techniques. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to refine it very slightly. It's not going to make that huge of a difference for what I'm doing. This is going to be a really fun passion project too. You should check it out. So I'm working on episode 3 right now. There's going to be 5 episodes of web series. Comic book guy who is super violent and vulgar. And I don't know, it's ridiculous. Okay, cool. So if I plug this into the mask, it isolates my bed for me. Great. The bed is good. Now I want also the chairs in the foreground. So I'm just going to copy and paste this merge. Again, I want the background coming from nothing and the foreground coming from my original guy here. And now I'll go take a look at this. Let's let's grab this table and this chair. So again, PLY. I'm hitting Control Spacebar to bring up that level menu. You can also pull in tools by right-clicking Add Tool. So that would be Mask, Polygon. Okay. Let's just leave the polygon. So because my project setting is 1920 by 1080, I don't have to actually plug this in yet. Because my resolution that I'm working on the polygon is the same as my working resolution for the shot, so it won't cause problems. Let's see. Get a little more. Food's ready?
Huh?
Food's ready?
Yeah, on the freezer.
Alright, if anyone's watching, I doubt it. But I'm gonna go eat. Come back and finish this later. Let's just crush out this last bit of red up. What is this fucking auto proxy? Turn that off. It keeps fucking doing that. If you were noticing how it kept like every time I would drop a point on my spline here, it was rasterizing the image because it was trying to update. The way you turn that off is just by deselecting auto proxy. See here how it's like trying to. So yeah, I wish Fusion had a little bit more in the department of documentation that would, you know, be clear about that kind of stuff. But man, it's really hard to figure that out. You just gotta do it for a long time. You run into these issues over and over again, and eventually you find out stuff forms. People are really great at stick underwaters. This shit for Fusion help. We suck less. Good communities, helpful people. They make tools that are pretty impressive. Very usable. Okay, here we go. Let's just take a look how dirty that is. Yeah, you know, kind of dirty. Soft the edge a little bit. But I'm not gonna. It's all gonna get softened by the projection in a second. I'm gonna defocus all this stuff when I render it. I'm just gonna go back with these two because it's too much work. Because I'm just gonna do a plane projection. So this will be the front and then the top plane, and then a little back plane for the seat, and that's it to make up this object. So I'm outlining this stuff with that kind of projection in mind. But I gotta go eat now. So if you're watching, thanks. If I'll be back, I'll finish this stuff up in a minute.